Yes. It's your boy Manny dropping another video, and I'm gonna talk about the post reaction of the Champions League final that just finished between Inter Milan and PSG. As you know, PSG won. It was a complete mismatch. They beat Inter Milan 5-0. It wasn't even close. It was a complete embarrassment by Inter Milan. They just didn't show up from the get-go. I don't know what happened. But yeah, PSG handled business, and this is the second French team to win the Champions League. The first one that did it was in Marseille 1993. However, PSG are the first French team to legitimately win it. If you know the Marseille saga back in 1993, if you know your football history, you know the reason why I'm saying that. But anyway, regardless, PSG handled business. One of the finest young, attacking, entertaining teams in Europe, hands down. Doue, that kid is a world class, special talent. Um, Last year I saw some glimpses of him when he was in Venice. I was like, oh, this guy's special. You know, a lot of clubs come for him. PSG managed to get him, and next thing you know, he handled business. So he's now up to that level now. He's gonna be he's I think he's a superstar right now. He just won the Champions League, won Liga, won all the trophies, but he's gonna be up, he's gonna be that guy. Dembele had a renovation season, Luis Enrique. I have to give Luis Enrique a lot of credit what he has done to this team, attacking wise, exciting to watch. They just destroy defenders, just destroy them honestly. So I had to give losing Enrique the credit as well. He has been a good manager. What he's done for this PSG side has been incredible. Kavra, who came from Napoli, bought in January, has been a revelation. Yeah, paid a lot of money, but it's turned out to be the best investment PSG has made. So he has done his bit, and he's going to continue doing that for going forward. PSG just got a lot of talented players. The midfield of Vintia, Ruiz, Ruiz, and what's this guy's name? And Neves, yeah, Joao Neves. So that midfield is technical, brilliant, energetic, playmaking. They just won over the midfielders. The defenders are good as well. Hakima, Mendes, and Marquinhos, and Pancho as well. The goalkeeper as well doing well now. Did his thing, make some good save throughout the Champions League, especially in the semi-finals against Arsenal, and also the quarterfinals at Villa. Yeah, PSG, yeah. And the funny thing about PSG winning it, they were this close to get eliminated from the Champions League in general. They were this close. Football is a funny game. You feel like you're this close out of the tournament. Next thing you know, you make it to the playoffs, you're gonna win, straight to the finals and win the whole competition. Football is funny at times, but it is what it is. So the better team won. Inter Milan. I don't know what happened to Inter Milan. They beat Barcelona. It was a very exciting tie against Barca. I said Barca will be kicking themselves because they had a chance to win it as well, but they fumbled at the last minute, and now they're like watching the final. I'm like, wait a minute, how come we were going neck and neck with these guys, and as we know, they went to the finals and ended up getting spanked. It wasn't even spanked; it was belt to ass. Like PSG got a belt, level belt, and just belt them 5 times or even more, in front of millions of people watching. It was belt to ass beating, ladies and gentlemen, belt to ass. Yeah, that's very embarrassing for Inter. Anyway, Sagi, that's his last. Well, I think that's his last game for Inter, and he's going to Saudi Arabia. I don't even blame him. After that defeat, you might as well just take the money and just enjoy Saudi Arabia, because boy, yeah, that's not a good look at all to lose like that in the Champions League final. Regardless how good he is, it's just not a good look at all. But anyway, let's talk about Inter the better. But I need more to talk about PSG. Doue, I can't stop talking about this kid. This guy is just a talent. Dembele is just a whole different new player. I know he's a Italian player. I know he's had his injuries and everything, but losing Enrique have just completely changed this guy to a better player, a world class player. He might be one of the players, win the Ballon d'Or later on this year. Him, Doue, or your Lamar. one of those players. They're gonna win the Ballon d'Or. Kavra as well. His name is up there as well. But regardless, it's been a very incredible performance by PSG from start to finish in the finals. PSG suffocate Inter Milan. Inter Milan didn't even had a chance to even get a sniff of the ball. The first 20 minutes was 2-0, just like that. Attacking football, PSG just picking points, picking up a lot of key areas. Inter Milan defense don't know where to start, who to mark. Next we know is one. Next we know is two goals. Then Inter Milan can't even get a sniff. They can't even get a shot on target. Well, they got a shot on target from corner, but that's basically it, really. Then second half, Inter was okay trying to find their feet. The next we know, third goal, fourth goal, yeah, fifth goal, it was over. Yeah, after that third goal from Doue, which was a very good play by the whole PSG from Dembele, uh, Fintia, Finita, and Doue with the good finish, a very clean finish, by the way. And yeah, that's when I know it was game over. Like when he scored that third goal, it was game over. Kafara, no one was marking him. Boom, and then they brought in this youngster from the bench. Forgot his name, and next thing you know, he scored the fifth goal. I was like, oh my God, this is embarrassment. This is a spanking. This is a complete spanking. So yeah, PSG, they won the Champions League. Happy for them, honestly. Good football is back. Literally. Now for real, they've been playing good football throughout. And I feel they're gonna be a force throughout the next few years in the Champions League. If they can get a striker, um, this summer, which I think they should. In Liga, and they're gonna win the Liga in the next few years. Obviously, they're gonna continue winning that, so I have no issue with that. The issue now is defending that crown. You are now the king of Europe. How are you going to defend it? How are you going to, go back to back winning ways? You need a number nine. You need a world class striker. They are capable of getting a world class striker. In terms of who to get, that's where the issue is. There's one or two strikers. Um, yeah, it just depends who. I feel Osimhen is a good name for them to get. Maybe Gyökeres, who's doing well in Portugal. I think that will suit him. I mean, that will suit them. For the Champions League. So they do need a gunman. They do need a big number nine that can, give them 20 goals and then or all that in the season, and also help them in the Champions League. So I feel they need that striker because a lot of clubs been watching that performance and they'll be like they're gonna figure out PSG next season and the years going on. So they do need a big striker that can, cause a lot of effects and make the defenders miss and everything. So they do need a striker going forward. But nonetheless, PSG are a force to reckon with attacking wise. They are very force, so they will be deadly for the next few years. Do I think PSG are gonna win more Champions League? Maybe. Maybe within the next 5 years, maybe they win one more, in my view, if all the players still there, especially Doue, who's a young stud. So a lot of clubs will look out for him in the next few years. So if they can keep all their players and get a striker, like I said, then maybe they'll win one or two more Champions League potentially. Yeah, but nonetheless, this is a big win for PSG. This is a big win for Liga because we've been calling it the Farmers League, and then for them to show up like that and destroy Serie A Italian teams who we all know is a non-nonsense defensive league, and they get destroyed like that 5-0 is put Liga on the map. We all know there's talent in the French league. There, we all know it's talent, but for them to do that in the world stage is very impressive and put everyone to keep their mouth shut and stop saying it's a farmers league and everything. The real loser out of all this, in all honesty, which people have mentioned it, is Mbappe. Mbappe left PSG and went to Real Madrid. He's the biggest loser out of all this because you left PSG to go to Real Madrid to win trophies. You won trophies in PSG. You just want to win the Champions League before you can do it with Real Madrid. You went to Real Madrid, and you got spanked by Arsenal. Now, sorry, your former employer went to the Champions League without you, went to the finals without you, and won it without you. So now we're like, oh, wait a minute. So it's always Mbappe all along. He's been holding back PSG. Now his legacy don't look good now. You left PSG, went to Madrid for Champions League. Now suddenly they won it without you. It's not a good look, mate. It's not a good look. So yeah, I know Mbappe will be kicking himself like, damn, why did I leave PSG for Madrid if I knew this was gonna happen? It's what it is. Football's a funny game, but nonetheless, well, yeah, that's my whole reaction to the PSG winning the Champions League. So congrats to them. They just bossed it really. They bossed it from start to finish. Didn't give Inter a sniff of anything at all. Inter just don't have any answers. Inzaghi was out coached by Enrique. He was outsmarted. Yeah, from offense to defense, right, left, up, down, center, you name it. Inter had no clue what to do. And PSG are now the Champions League. And now the question is, can they retain their crown? That's a question that we'll find out by next year. But anyway, that is my post reaction for the Inter Milan versus PSG. PSG 5, Inter Milan nil. A complete mismatch, embarrassment, beat down, belt to ass. So that's my reaction. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.